Let's talk about the UN announcing that 9 employees of UNRWA, the Agency for Palestinian Refugees, may have been involved in the October 7 attacks. Opposition leader Peter Dutton has called on the Albanese government to reconsider its funding of UNRWA. He said, "We were given assurances up front that nobody was involved in the October 7 atrocities, and this is a complete breach of faith. I think people are rightly angry because we're talking about taxpayer dollars here." Patrick, should funding be suspended, or at the very least a review be completed into where the money is going and who exactly is involved in this organisation? Because we've been talking about UNRWA on this network for years and its links with Hamas.
Yes, well, I think Peter Dutton is right onto something here. I mean, this is our money. We need to know what it's going towards. You've got deep Hamas sympathies within this UN agency. And you're talking about people here accused not of waving a flag at a protest or saying the wrong thing. They've been accused of being part of a massacre of 1,300 innocent people on behalf of a terrorist organisation that wants to obliterate a democracy in Israel. I mean, it's not surprising what's come out in the detail today, but it is shocking. It really is shocking. I can't imagine any other context where that could be, tolerated, that sort of infiltration.
And UN Watch has done great work in uncovering some of these links. And we've really seen a different approach from Peter Dutton to this entire issue than from Anthony Albanese. It's one of the things that really separates them. Labor seem to be conflicted with the number of seats where they've got significant Muslim populations, and they've been really quite permissive of some of the anti-Israel sentiment we've seen in the community, whilst Peter Dutton has had moral clarity on this issue. He has been very strong pretty much from day one.
I think the word I read yesterday, the word to describe Albanese's approach to it is timid, really. And in a time when we actually needed strong leadership and we need somebody to stand up and say, this is who we are, this is what we believe in. That didn't happen after October 7. Belatedly, he's made some moves on the anti-Semitic thing, but you're talking about June the following year, you're talking about 8 months after it all began, whereas Dutton, as you point out, has been very clear and very unequivocal in saying this is right and this is wrong. And I think that resonates.
Absolutely. And I think it takes courage too, because they would be looking at those seats that Labor hold, and astute minds within the coalition know that's their future. They can't rely on these blue ribbon teal seats now. That's no longer their home ground. It is the outer suburbs, it is regional areas. So when you take that position, you do risk alienating segments of that population, but you do it because it's the right thing to do. Now, this next story is going to be very difficult for Patrick indeed. There may even be tears. Just brace yourself, because after 15 years with the Tigers, Richmond champion Dustin Martin is retiring from football. He addressed his teammates today and confirmed that after 302 games, his retirement will take effect immediately, Patrick, immediately. Yes. You can't even say goodbye. Dusty has said that it's hard to put into words what the Richmond Football Club means to me. I love this place so much. How are you coping? Will we find you in the fetal position later tonight?
It is a difficult day, I'll give you that. Against that, he's one of the great players of a generation. He is one of those players. There are very few who come along. I think of Wayne Carey or Gary Ablett Sr., who actually individually and personally changed the game during that era. And you're talking about Dusty, who won 3 Norm Smith medals. No other player has done that. He was the face of the resurgence of a wonderful club in Richmond that was in the doldrums for 37 years before that.
That's right. You guys did not have a premiership for 37 years, and here comes along Dusty, and now you had 3 in
3 and 4 years.
3 and 4 years.
I could watch
and your supporters are now insufferable. So
like Collingwood or Carlton supporters. Yeah.
Patrick Carlyon, thank you so much for your time this evening.
Thanks, Rita.